Hello, everyone. Today we are in Germany, close to Heidelberg. I don't know how this place is called because it's a small
That's
village.
correct. So this one, Appolsheim.
Even if I knew, I
Yes.
wouldn't be able to to pronounce it correctly. Yeah, but it's a small German village, and it's very cozy and nice, to be honest. And there is another village close, like 2 kilometers. We went there early in the morning, not early in the morning, but whenever we woke up, and it's really, really nice. It's like a castle with the walls, and inside there's a town. So all those
All right.
buildings are
Yeah.
like those German houses
Yes.
and like old town, and really, really nice. It feels like when you go to our capital, there is like old town, and like you're walking in that old town, right? So this old village seems like that. We went in a small restaurant to have coffee as well. Very nice. Very few people. Weather is not that nice anymore, especially when you come back from Malta and Croatia and Greece. It was 25 degrees. Here is like probably what is it? Maximum 15. No, it isn't.
At the
Yesterday,
moment,
yeah,
15, something like this. Yeah.
yesterday was still nice. Yesterday was like 20.
Yeah. Some sun.
Another interesting thing I noticed here, they have a lot of grapes here, growing grapes.
Yes.
It's just for this part because I never thought like Germany has
This
a.
part is very famous for this,
Oh, really?
but it's not typical German.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, when somebody says you Germany, you don't think, oh, they make great wine.
No, no.
You think like beer and
Yes.
Oktoberfest
Yes.
and
That's it.
those
That's basically it.
those sausages as well. Yeah, but this is third time I'm in Germany in 1.5 months because
Okay.
they had Eurobasket in Germany.
Got it.
Yeah, at the beginning it was Cologne.
Okay.
Our team, I'm from Lithuania. Our team played in Cologne, so we went there with my friends for like 4 games, and then yeah, and our team lost everything. They lost against Germany, everything, because they were in a very strong group. Probably you're not that interested in
Not
basketball.
really.
Yeah, should be football. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we left, and then at the beginning of the trip, we started going to Romania. And when you go from Lithuania to Romania, you need to pass Warsaw, and Warsaw is like not that far away from Berlin. And we saw a Lithuanian car passing through us, and it has like it had Lithuanian symbol on a car. And
Okay.
my friend said, probably they're going to watch basketball because
Okay.
it was a game against Spain in top 16 to qualify for
Yeah.
quarterfinals. So we said, okay, let's check how much are tickets and fly and hotel and stuff like that. So we bought tickets and went to Berlin instead of Romania. So
Okay.
it was like extra 1,500 kilometers. That was second time, and now this is the third time in Germany. Yeah. We went there. They lost again, and we went there like a half an hour before the game started.
Okay.
It was a bit of nice. Okay. So yeah, I will. Where is that thing? Uh, So yeah, this is UpSwingLife. He's a fellow ACR stormer. I think it's how many we visited already? 7 probably if we include Dimis because we are not planning to visit Dimis, but we met him. Am I disconnected? Oh, we met him in Malta. We played the Battle of Malta in Malta. It was the first big event for us, so it was an amazing experience.
Okay.
So yeah, as always, I have a little gift to you.
Thank you very
There you
much.
go.
Yeah.
Just to remember, it's the same logo as we have storming through Europe.
All right.
It's a medium size. I think you're
Yeah. It's okay.
not
I'm
that
fine with it.
not that bigger than me. It should be fine.
Okay. Thank you.
So it's nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, and we can start talking about poker and and about you. So the first question, as always, is how did you come to poker world?
All
And
right. I mean, as you probably see, I'm not the youngest person on earth, so I'm now 53.
53,
Yeah.
you look good.
Thank you. And I started playing poker 16 years ago, so I
Six.
was still 36,
Hmm.
37, something like
So
this.
my age now.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
And it really was, let's call it an accident because I didn't plan to play poker at all.
Oh,
I wasn't in gaming at all. I played some chess when I was 15, 16. And then I
Chess,
basically
like for just for fun, or
just
like
for
you're
fun,
going
just for
somewhere?
fun. Yeah, but that's it. And then basically I started dancing because I'm a professional dancing teacher.
Yeah, I saw in your like social media
Yeah,
something of the
yeah,
dancing. I was
yeah.
about to ask, so we'll talk later about that.
All right. That's what I did. I'm now doing about roughly 30 years.
Oh, right.
And then suddenly I heard about poker and I started to get
So
this mysterious $50 on poker strategy
yeah, yeah, I
website.
remember
Right.
that.
Yeah.
I know
And then
that.
I started to play something and had no clue of everything. And yeah, I'm basically stuck with the game since then. That's it.
So when you started like everyone recreationally,
Right.
and when and since then it was like always like that, or you?
Yeah. It was basically first 5 or 6 years like that. And I
Yeah,
really
that's what I
luckily,
wanted to ask. Like because most people they play recreationally, play, and at some point they decide, okay, I will start looking into the game more seriously. That's
this came after about uh, 8 years or 9 years, something like this. Luckily, I managed to not go broke.
oh really from
So
that 50 bucks.
yeah. So I never deposited anything.
So you never deposited a
No.
single cent.
Yes.
Oh, geez, that's
Yeah.
crazy. That's crazy.
And
Because I had that 50 bucks. It's gone a long
they're
time
gone.
ago.
Yeah.
It's like gone a long time ago. I probably created another account to get another. You know how it works.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
yeah.
And then after 8, 9 years, I decided to get into this a little bit more serious, and I started to make some content, to watch some videos, and then I decided only to play cash games.
Okay.
So I don't play entities or something like this.
Even
Only
now,
cash game, even now.
only
Yeah,
cash games.
yeah.
Okay.
And then in I don't know exactly when it was, 20, 2013 or 14, I went into a coaching for profit program,
Well, which one?
bestpokercoaching.com.
I think I've
I
seen
think
it.
this site doesn't exist anymore.
Yes.
And then I was there for about 2 years, and then I stopped playing poker for a long time. And then I suddenly found Twitch because I'm an older person. I don't know Twitch. I
I
was not
I I
into gaming.
I
Yeah,
didn't know Twitch like 4
yeah.
years ago at
Okay,
all.
yeah, like me. And then I said to myself, "Ooh, that's very interesting to stream,"
All right.
but I didn't know what to stream. I'm not a gaming person. And then
Hmm.
I decided, okay, let's go for poker. And then I had to wait half a year because in the village I'm living in, there's really most rubbish internet connection you can imagine. Then I had to wait half a year, and then I yeah, started streaming when COVID pandemic started
It was
in
like
March
two years,
2020. Yeah,
2 years ago.
yeah.
Well, 2.5.
Basically, since then I'm trying to do this very seriously.
So when did you? How and when did you join? Did you join Stormers ACR?
ACS Stormers was April last year. So I heard about this ACR Stormers program, and then I just said to myself, okay, I just apply. And then 2 or 3 months, I heard nothing.
Oh,
And then they invited me to these two calls, and yeah, since then I'm in.
so for how long you've been Stormer already?
Since April or May 2021.
It's
So
like more than
roughly,
1 year.
yeah, 3 months,
Was
6 months.
Adam already a manager, or there
No,
was the
the
other
guy
guy
before.
was?
Yeah,
Yeah, he invited me as well,
yeah.
and then Adam came and you said you only play cash. Why is it?
I really like this simple strategic approach because you don't have very different stack sizes, and yeah. And basically, the main thing is because I'm working as a professional dancing teacher, I don't have that much time. So
Flexibility.
right. So I
Yeah.
start, let's say, about 3 p.m. to work until 11 p.m. And then normally you wake up at 7 or 8. And if I then start to stream and probably get deep into a tournament and I have to go to work,
Mm.
that's very silly.
So poker is not your main
No,
activity and not your main income.
no,
So
not really. So I'm really working as a dancing teacher, and it's
it's
yeah,
kind of additional income
right,
and streaming as well.
right.
How many hours do you dedicate to poker and streaming?
I try to stream 25 hours a week, so 5 times, roughly 5 hours.
It's like part-time job.
Yeah. All
Nice.
right.
Because all other streamers, myself as well, they're kind of full-time.
All right.
They,
Okay.
they don't have other jobs. So streaming helps a lot when you play poker,
Right.
if you know what I mean,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
additional income. For you, it's even easier, probably. I mean, you
Yeah.
have like banks, you have few sources of income, so like tilt and variance shouldn't be
No.
that tough for you. Because I always say, like, if you play poker and if you rely on it, like for your living,
Mhm.
it might become a nightmare.
Yeah.
So it might become so difficult in terms of mindset and mental game, and because sooner or later you will experience those downswings
All
and
right.
stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Have you ever experienced like
Yes.
huge ones?
Yes. Huge ones. I don't. Huge ones. I don't think so. I think now in buy-ins, greatest downswing was about 25. So
Because
that's
cash game is different.
yeah.
I mean, variance is a different thing there. If you're a decent player, probably you don't experience that much of a downswing.
But MTTs is very hard.
MTTs might be terrible. I haven't experienced like big downswings as well, but I used to play spin and goes for
Okay.
like 2 years. They are probably,
The most variance moment.
it might seem, but probably they are closest to the cash games
Okay.
because of the volume of games you play. Because in one day you can play 100 games, 200
Mhm.
games, and lower variance is just leveled up.
Mhm.
MTTs you play what, like 200 games a month.
Yeah. Okay.
With spins you play like 2,000 games a
Yeah.
month. So if
Yeah.
you are a good player, it will probably have never had like a losing month.
Okay.
But I never played like high stake. My
The highest.
highest stake was like $25
Okay.
in spin and goes,
Yeah.
which is already okay
Mhm.
in spin and go world. In MTTs, I play up to probably $200
Okay.
on Sundays, just to make it a bit more losing day on Sunday. Yeah, so yeah. MTTs I joined at the end of this year because I got kind of sick of spins because it's absolute grinding,
Okay.
and that's why I don't play cash
Mhm.
because it's
Yeah. Yeah.
grinding.
It's more grinding.
Yeah, if for you it's different because you like your main job is
Right.
dancing and you don't play 40, 50 hours a week, so it's more difficult to get bored of that game.
And the one thing I do is I just play one table on stream,
Oh, okay.
one blitz table on stream. So I have really sick volume of about 15K hands per month, which is nothing.
Which is
Yeah.
nothing. Yeah, nice. So what about your dancing? How long you been doing that, and
Since
what
I'm
kind of
16,
dancing?
I started with the typical ballroom stuff. So waltz, tango,
Oh,
cha
oh,
cha cha,
oh.
zamba, this kind of stuff when I was 16. And then I did this, let's call it nearly professionally, for about 10 years with my sister. And after that, because my sister got pregnant and we decided to stop. Um, and then I went to a dancing school, and I don't know the English word for this, because then I became a professional dancing teacher with this, it's called Ausbildung. I don't know the English word for this. When you have to learn this profession for 3 years. Um,
No, I don't know.
all right.
I'm
Okay.
not that good in English, and
Yeah, me too.
in German, I'm at all. I know 3 words probably. I think I tried to learn German like a few years, but I tried to learn many languages. But
All
you know
right.
how it works. Start for
Yeah,
two
and
weeks,
then
and
after
then
2
you
weeks,
get bored.
you're done.
You download that app where you can learn words, language. You
Yeah.
think it's very nice thing to do, and then especially when you play poker, you like try to study something. Geez, I can go, and play poker.
I know.
Probably I would make some money, or just yeah, it works. Just mental things. Yeah. So dancing.
Yeah, and then I started to work as a dancing teacher, and a short time after this, I started to work for the German Dancing Teacher Association. So I
Okay.
was not working in a local place. So I traveled around Europe and
Oh,
was
nice.
what's the English word for this? I showed other dancing teachers how to teach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand what you mean.
So, and this I did about 8 years, 9 years, and then I started to play poker. But I'm
No.
still in the game, so still in the dancing teachers game.
Yeah. So, like when I talk to others, uh, like Guy Contis Nikos, he said that he's not a poker player. He's more like a streamer. So
All right,
you are none of those. You're kind of.
I'm.
It's like streaming and poker is like a hobby for you
It's a hobby.
with benefits.
Yes.
But it's nice because you are in a very cozy, like in a very comfortable position. You should be loving dancing,
Right.
and you work in that field. You love playing poker, and you
Right.
work in that field, and you probably love streaming, and
Right.
you work in that field.
I'm
So
only
it's
doing
like,
things that I love.
yeah,
Yeah.
because they say like if you don't want to work ever, find a work which you love. So you found three of those.
Yeah.
Kind of
And
nice.
it's even getting better because I plan to do van life full time.
Van life.
Van life within a van, working and living only in a van,
Really?
having no flat,
Oh, really?
cutting everything,
Oh,
even cutting my dancing teacher profession next year,
are you
then
gonna
just
stay here in
traveling around the
Germany?
world.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, geez, this is fucking
yeah, and
awesome.
streaming
And
and
streaming,
playing poker,
that should be
streaming on the road. That's the
that
game plan.
should. You need to sort out that internet thing then.
Yes,
You need to get in contact with Elon.
yes.
maybe maybe he
I
will
need a
sort it out.
sponsorship. So
Big-
Elon, I need some really good internet.
You said next year.
Yes.
Until next year, 5G Pro. Oh yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
This is a right time to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at the moment it's still not that. Is it lagging? Yeah, if it's lagging, I can do nothing, guys. I mean, I need to check if I still got any data remaining on my phone. But if we are disconnected, you can find podcast on YouTube, guys. I will upload it like straight away after it's finished. So yeah, another thing because you're I talked with everyone how society and family and friends react when you play poker. So for you, this is not an issue at all, probably
I
because
don't
then
give a.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not talking about giving a crap on that.
Yeah.
You should not give a crap if somebody thinks that you're doing rubbish things. But it's still deep inside. You want to be supported by a family
Right.
and so on. I'm just talking about the opinion of other people. Because in most countries, like poker is treated as a gambling.
Right.
They don't understand it.
Mhm.
They don't look at it like seriously like a sport. We understand it.
Yeah.
I totally understand that there is zero luck in poker. Like
At the
in
end, in the
long
long
term.
run, it's zero.
In a
Right.
short term, of course,
Yeah.
if you play, I don't know, 20 million, there is 99.9% of the luck and a little bit of skill. But in long term, there is no luck. If you're a bad player, you will lose. If you're a good player, you will make a bunch of money.
Yeah.
But other people is just, and that's why I talk about those things. How do your family, what do they think about what you're doing in life? So for you, because it's like a hobby for you,
Yeah.
probably
Probably not that.
nobody even
Hard.
cares
Right.
about that because you have a stable income. But when you start to travel and stream and play, it's gonna change probably.
Right. Could be.
You're not married. Are you
I'm
married?
not married. No. I
Never
was
been.
married.
You was been. You got divorced.
Yeah. I got it.
How long ago?
8 years.
Okay. Yes. What do you think it will be the opinion? Have you told anyone that
Yeah.
about your
Yeah.
future plans?
Yeah. So I told told the the boss of the dancing school that I will stop working in the dancing school. The first plan was to stop it in 2026 because you have to manage something, you have to get your income,
Yeah.
and this van costs about 100k euros, so you have to pay this, and this takes time.
So
So I
so you're gonna how is it? You're gonna rent. You're gonna buy that trailer, like
the whole
that
car, yeah,
the whole car where you
yeah,
can live and
yeah,
stuff.
right,
Today we were talking with Maris about that we would like to do the same, but like for 2 3 months, go
yeah,
to USA,
okay,
rent it, and like drive through USA.
yes,
Even here in Europe, it would be nice to do the same thing, but Your plans are like more superior. And what I mean, how long you're planning to do it? Because this is
I, s-
like crazy thing.
I
I mean,
started to plan this 1 year ago, and I tried to figure out how to get this financial stuff working out for me. And then I made a plan. This plan told me I will be ready to do this in 2026. And then I told the boss of the dancing school I will do this and I will stop working till then. Now I'm in the more or less lucky situation that I probably can start this next year because my father died this year.
no, sorry about
Yeah,
that.
it's okay. And so I will get some money so I can start
Oh,
earlier.
yeah, I wanted to ask something. Oh, yeah. So, but you kind of only need the initial money, and then you kind of don't need because you'll
And
be
then you
still
need to
working.
I'm still working, right? But I try to get many sources of income. It's not only the ACR Stormers thing. It's not only the streaming thing. It's not only the poker thing.
Are
I
you looking
try
for
to live
sponsorships?
from
Or
not really. I try to live from what's this called in English interest rates because I
yeah, interest
invested
rate.
the
Yeah,
money.
yeah,
Yeah. So this so-called passive income.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so at the end, I have about 5 or 6 different income streams to do this
Really nice. And for how long you're gonna be doing this?
for the rest of my life.
The rest of your life. So
Yeah.
you wanna visit all countries.
Yeah. I will start with Europe and probably then USA and probably the Pan Americana from North America to Argentina.
But as a dancer, dance teacher, you've already visited a lot of countries now.
Yeah, but not the USA. So it's mainly Europe, and
Oh,
I have been to Hong Kong, Australia, China to dance.
still nice.
Yeah,
Australia. Yeah. Australia a bit far away.
that's yeah,
But you're gonna go there again.
yeah, probably.
Would
Yeah,
be very interesting to drive through Australia.
yeah,
It's kind of wild, most of it, and pretty dangerous. Might get.
could be.
Yeah. So you told those plans to other people, and what are they kind of probably most people are jealous, but
Yes. Oh, yeah, they're jealous, but they're saying, "Oh, it's a very, very cool idea," and probably most of them think by themselves, "Oh, I would do this
uh,
also, but
but
I don't have the balls to do this, or I don't have the ideas what to do."
you can always find the excuses.
Yeah,
But probably we understand that the one thing you need to do, or rather not to do, not to set barriers to yourself,
right.
because you're an example. I mean, you're 53 years old and you will do things like that.
Yes.
It's like crazy, and pretty much everyone can do that.
Yeah.
It's not like, I don't know, you're not a millionaire or
No.
super talented. You just found the things which you can do, and by doing those things you can do another things
Right.
like travel the world.
Yeah.
And also poker, that's why poker and streaming and other things which you can do online or like distance,
Yeah.
that's why they are so amazing, because you can make your dreams come true.
Right.
Like, yeah, that's why, I mean, being part of ACR Stormers and playing poker is such a great thing. We as well, we're traveling for 2 months,
Yeah.
and who else can do that?
Yeah.
Not too many people.
No.
They can, but I mean, but they wouldn't. Most people, and yeah. But again, talking about others' opinions, there is a kind of difference. You're 53 years
Mhm.
old, so probably they say, okay, this guy is 53 years old, so it's not that far away from where your career is end
Right.
anyway. If you do like regular job,
Yeah.
like you go for pension and stuff,
Yeah.
it looks like super amazing. But if you were like 30 years old
Yeah.
and you play poker and you say, okay, I'm gonna travel the world, you say, this guy is a bit crazy.
Right.
Because in most people's heads are like, you need to find this regular job, you need to graduate from university, you need to get married, to grow up kids, yada yada, and
Mm.
they would say, this he's an idiot.
Mhm.
So they would still be jealous,
Mhm.
but they would find those kind of reasons to make you look a bit stupid.
Yeah.
But when you are 53 years old, it doesn't make too much sense,
Right.
to say, okay, this guy needs to still get a job. Oh, fuck off, man.
Yeah.
I'm doing the most amazing thing in my life. I mean, everyone would like to do
Yeah.
that, but they are not in this situation as you are.
Yeah, but they could be. Yeah.
They
So
could be, but uh,
they are stuck with family. They are stuck with their profession. They are stuck with these things in their mind. You have to go
yeah, this,
this only
this,
way, this
this line, yeah.
step after step after step, and then you are old, and then you die, and that's it.
Yeah, save, 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 and fuck it,
Right.
I'm dead.
Right.
What to do with money?
Yeah.
Leave it to your kids.
Yeah.
So they do the same shit. Yeah, it is. But yeah, I think it's changing now. More and more people do
Mhm.
like something like that because
You get the
it,
opportunities. You can work online.
yeah,
Work
especially
online.
like in probably Western countries, like in Western Europe, probably USA, and I don't know about other countries because their mindsets are fucked up even more, probably
Okay.
because of propaganda and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, propaganda is everywhere, but they are suppressed,
Right.
and they probably don't even understand how much we can do
Yeah.
because, like, freedom and stuff, we can do pretty much anything. If you live in, I don't know, even probably like Russia or
Yeah.
most countries, you cannot do these things. Yeah, crazy, crazy, crazy. So yeah, what else we can do? Are you still studying like poker? You're investing time in studying or just
Um,
playing
Mostly on stream, but I'm a little bit lazy with this.
like
I
most people?
started I started to do more when I started streaming because I don't want to get laughed at when I'm playing poker. So I'm getting more incentivized to do more. And then I
Hmm.
got this partnership with a GTO Wizard, and
Yeah, I got it.
since then I'm really doing a lot of stuff, and yeah, it works out for me. So when I started cash game, I always played from 2NL to 50NL, and then I struggled at 50NL, and then
Mm.
I got frustrated. I cashed out. I made a break, and then I started from 2NL again, and I literally did this journey 10 times, 12 times since these 16
Yeah,
years. And now I'm playing 15L on a regular basis, and
50.
yeah, 50, and I'm not getting destroyed. So these last 2 years worked out.
Do you only play on ACR?
Yes.
There is no point playing anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like ACR for cash games is like nowhere else you can get this kind of rate back,
Right.
and it's very important. Yeah, GTO Wizard is probably even much better for cash games than MTTs
Could be. I don't know.
because you play like 100 big blinds
Yeah.
deep all
Yes.
the time, and like GTO is a thing there.
Yeah.
MTTs is a bit different.
Yeah.
It's like ICM and things,
Mm.
and yeah, you don't meet so many like regular people
Right.
because they're
Okay.
changing. Fields are bigger. In cash games, probably you meet all the same people
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Just few fishes, and then you just fight against the same guy. So how is the field like? If you know, do you have like many fishes or?
Yeah, I'm really surprised because I'm only playing Blitz.
Mhm.
So on Blitz you have 10 and L, and then there's officially 25 and
But
L that
nobody plays.
nobody plays, and then you have 50 and L. And the first sessions on 50 and L, I really recognize a lot of 10 and L players and a
Mhm.
lot of weak 10 and L players because they are chasing losses. We all know this, and they
Why
can't
they kind of have a bad session and then go up?
right, and they
This is a
can't, and
very
they
good thing to do.
so they can't go to 25 and L, so they
Ah,
directly go to
jeez.
50 and L, and yeah, that's
This
a
is
really
pro.
tough pool, right?
This is probably one of the worst things you can
Yeah,
do. Like it's this the thing that's going to casino, losing money.
right.
You bet on black, you lose
Yeah,
$20, and then
and then you
okay,
double it.
I will
Right.
yeah go for that. But it's
Yeah.
even worse probably. Yeah. What else? What else? What else? I wanted to ask. Oh, do how do you do about bankroll management and things like that?
Um, I think I'm typical German.
What is a typical
Um,
German?
Typical German is make it as make it as perfect as possible
Ah, yeah,
with
yeah.
these things, with numbers and money,
Mm.
and I really stick to to a very strict bankroll management system. I changed this a lot because I try to have 100 buy-ins, which is very, very conservative.
Yeah, it
And
is
I
for
think
cash
probably
games.
you just need this as a professional, and I'm not a professional. Then I try to use very aggressive bankroll management systems. But no matter which bankroll management system I use, I really stick to this.
Mhm. So
So
it's a good thing because most people struggle with that,
yeah,
even when they are like top players,
yeah,
probably. And without bankroll management, you are just doomed.
you're destroying.
Especially if you're not a dance teacher. And I mean, if you don't have other
Right.
sources of
Yeah.
income, you
Yeah. I
might
got it.
be in a big trouble.
Right.
Yeah, you mentioned like standard German. Germans have like in Germany there are those interesting laws regarding gambling, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like you can only play for tables. How is the situation with the?
The situation changed last year in July, I think, and we have this new law. And yeah, if you play on licensed sites like PokerStars or GG Poker, you are only allowed to play 4 tables, and you're only allowed to deposit 1K per month. Yeah,
That's bad.
that's really
Four
bad.
tables? Not, oh, how is it like four tables on one side?
They tried. Uh, I've heard they tried to have getting a system so you can count every table on every different side, but I think that's pretty much impossible. So at the moment, it's 4 tables on one side. So if you're playing
So yeah,
two
it's
sides,
pretty much nothing.
right?
It doesn't affect. I mean, you fire four
I'm pretty
tables
sure.
on GG, two
Pretty sure.
tables on Poker
Pretty sure.
Stars, because even if there are no limits, probably that's what you do.
Yeah. Right.
Unless you're a cash player, then it's probably different. I mean, if you play regular cash tables, so you want to stick on one side because because of the rake back
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
There is no point playing like on few
Yeah.
sides, is it?
I never played on different sides,
Yeah, but like
so
in theory, it should be.
yeah, probably should be. Yeah.
On
Yeah.
ACR, probably it's not that big difference because or are you on that 27%,
Yes.
or
Flat rate back.
you're not doing that elite
No.
thing? Somebody said that you can make it more, but probably you need to play higher.
Right. Yeah, probably you need to play higher or you need to play at least a decent volume, and I'm not doing this. So I'm really happy with this 27 flat
Yeah,
rakeback.
for you
So
it's
yeah,
perfect,
it's better.
probably. Do you make like leaderboards as well?
Um, if I could manage to play, let's say, about 50K hands on 50 and L, then I would be in the leaderboard.
But just a minimum, like you would make like a minimum on leaderboard, or
Yeah, minimum.
you can
Yeah,
go a
minimum.
bit.
Only minimum. Yeah. But I played 10 and L since May this year. So on 10 and L, you have no chance to get into the leaderboard. So not too much rake you generate.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can check out questions as always. It's nice. You read the question and then the topic develops.
All right.
Oh, we got some. Okay, Yankee, what was your first opinion about poker?
My first opinion.
Yeah, this kind of simple and interesting question.
Yes. And it's 16 years ago. So
So
can I remember
16 years
what
ago
I
was
thought
it
about poker?
like 2006?
2006. Yeah.
I
16
think
years.
I started around 2006. I was still in school, and yeah.
Yeah. I mean, now I know that these times, 2005, 2006, 7, 8, have been a really great time on online poker because nobody had any clue, probably.
Yeah, and it was booming because Chris
Yes,
Moneymaker
yes,
made that
yeah.
win, and
But I just heard about this 10 years later because, so I was not in the bubble. I didn't had any idea of this. My first idea was because I love mathematical approaches in games, like chess, for example.
mm,
Um, and I was never thinking about poker like gambling.
mm.
So I really was very early into the mindset that poker is more a skill game than a luck game.
This is actually a simple question, but I think it's very important. But when you start playing poker,
Yeah.
there are like let's say two groups of people. who, when the time comes, they understand that poker is a game of skill
Yeah.
and you need to invest time and study, otherwise you will just lose. And there is another part, another group of people who just don't want to accept this, like
Yeah.
that this is a they still think that this is a gambling, this is a,
Mhm.
there is no skill and
Mhm.
this is pure luck, and they just keep playing and they think that okay, one day I'm gonna hit it.
Mhm.
It's like treating the same as casino,
Right.
and that's why poker is so extremely profitable.
Yeah.
People still
Think
think,
this.
and probably there are more groups of people. There are like professionals who have another jobs,
Mm.
and even if they understand that this is just a game of skill, but they don't have time, they won't invest that time because they need time for other things like
Yeah.
jobs and family, and it makes poker such a profitable game because there will always be people who are still super bad at it.
Mhm.
And another, there is no other game like that, because if you want to play tennis
Yeah.
with a good player,
Yeah.
you cannot go pay $1,000 and play against
Right.
Djokovic.
Right.
You need to, I don't know,
Yeah.
to do a lot of things to qualify to play against him. And it's everywhere, just the same.
Yeah.
You cannot just go to tournament and say, okay, I'm gonna
I play
play,
Magnus.
yeah,
Yeah. Right.
or whoever.
Yeah.
I don't know too many chess players. I know Kasparov, who's been a long
Right.
time
Yeah.
ago,
Yeah.
not that much. So yeah, this is a very interesting. If you don't reach that point, probably it was the same with me. Like at the beginning, I was playing and just playing. Maybe I understood a little bit that need to learn. Usually, I like bought a book or found it on internet. Then you read that book, you never finish that
Mhm.
book, because in the halfway you just say, "Ah, fuck it, I don't need it.
Yes.
I don't understand what they're talking." For me, it looked like they write simple things in the difficult language,
Mhm.
like ICM. What the fuck, man? It's like they putting those formulas. Now they make sense
Yeah.
because I came to this point where I kind of understand. I don't understand the mathematics because it's super probably difficult.
Yeah.
You cannot put that mathematics. It's not that difficult. It's like odds and stuff, but I understand what they want to say. But back then, it was just okay. You're reading that book and nothing comes here
Mhm.
because you don't understand the concept. And yeah, if you don't reach that point, probably you will suck at poker all the
Yeah.
time. You just and I probably understood that you need to really study, and if you invest time, you will get decent results. Like probably 4 5 years ago, I was always studying a little bit,
Mhm.
but not enough.
Mhm.
And like 5 4 years ago, I started treating poker really seriously because I had a big win on Poker Stars, like 10K, and then I said, okay, this might work.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to do more serious things, and I joined a poker school, and and now I'm here. I am where I am,
Mhm.
and I understand that you need to. Now I'm in other poker school for MTTs and trying to do it. So, yeah, you need to come to that point where you say, yeah, I need to study, and I understand that if I study, my results will improve. Because in poker, there is another thing. In cash games, may be different, but in MTTs, it's how to say it. It's difficult to understand where you are if you want, because you might study a lot, like I don't know, 3 months. You might study, and you are just downswinging. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
So
Because you can.
your results will be opposite
Yeah.
to your
I
effort
know
you're
what you mean.
putting,
Yeah.
because in
Because.
any other kind of activity,
Mm.
take it work, sport, whatever, chess, for example. If you
Mhm.
study, you will come and beat that worst player like 9 out of 10
Yes.
10 times. If you go and play basketball, you shoot free throws like for half a year, your percentage will increase, and you will
Yeah.
see it in numbers. In
Yeah.
poker, is different.
Yeah.
You might study a lot, and you see that you're losing $10,000,
Yes.
and it demotivates you a lot.
Yeah. That's what I like about GTO Wizard, for example, because you can upload your hands and you get analyzed by this GTO
Uh, yeah, yeah.
algorithm. and you can see your average EV loss over hundred thousands of hands, and that's what I'm experiencing was what I am experiencing since I do this. You really see the progress, and you don't see the progress. So as you manage,
Not in money, but
right, yeah,
yeah, like
but with this EV loss. So
that's what they mean. You shouldn't be result oriented, which
yes,
in poker result is
is it
money. So
right,
your result should be different.
right,
But again, you need to understand that what TV is.
yeah,
If you're just playing for fun,
yeah.
you will like I said 10 years ago. I was reading those books, and they were EV. Fuck that EV. What the fuck?
What is
What the fuck? I know the dollar sign. What? What the fuck is EV? What can I buy with EV? And only when I joined the poker school, then you understood what that EV is, and that sooner or later it will convert to the
correct?
real money and stuff like that. But you need to get to that point. That's what I want to say. Yeah. Do you think the difference in class between today's top players and top players 10, 15 years ago will be similar to the difference between current and future regulars of the 30s?
What?
Uh, do you think the difference in class and level, probably in skill, between today's top players and top players 10, 15 years ago will be similar to the difference between current and future regulars of the 30s? It's like he wants you to compare what was 10 years ago and the difference between regulars back then and now,
Yeah,
and how it will be in like 10 years in the future. I think, yeah.
I think there will still be progress. Probably the jumps of this progress will not be that high. So, for example, let's compare it to 100-meter sprint.
Mhm.
So the world record, I don't know exactly, but the world record in the 1920s would be 11 seconds.
Mhm.
And then suddenly it became under 10 seconds, and now we are about 9 point, I don't know. And in 10 years from now on, there will be probably 9.2 and not 9.5, but it's not that kind of a gap.
Uh, yeah.
So probably in poker it will be the same. I don't know which what impact GTO solvers will have in the next 10, 15 years, because we're still at the beginning of this experience. So I think poker is far away from being solved.
Yeah, everyone is like talking that because those solvers have appeared, and now everyone will learn how to play poker, and there will be no money, and everyone will be good.
Well,
It
that's not
it will never happen. It
right.
will never
That's
fucking
not the
happen.
case. Yeah, people are lazy. They will not do this.
Yeah, and as I said, there are different groups of people
Yeah,
who, like you mentioned, sprint. In sprint, like you said, record is getting better and better, but this is like top level.
right.
So they are
Okay. Okay.
investing a lot
Yeah.
and stuff. But in poker, there is still like top level players. So probably even now there is not that much money there. If you play
Yeah. Yeah.
$10,000 online, I don't know, tournament on GG, it's not that much money there
Yeah.
because there are like very few fishes.
Yeah.
But if you go down, there is
There's
a
a
bunch
lot.
of money, and
Right.
there will be a bunch of money
Right.
because there will always be a doctor who comes and plays on Sunday. There will always be a fucking guy who drinks beer and plays.
Yeah.
There will always be a bunch of regulars who are lazy asses, and it's so difficult to reach high level of poker. Even probably even now there is no the guy who knows exactly how to play poker. He just doesn't exist because it's just impossible for
Yeah.
human brain to do that. First of all, you need to be perfect in GTO, and then you need to be perfect in exploiting
Right.
people. And like in cash, probably it's easier. It's probably not even possible,
Yeah.
but in theory, it's
It's
easier
easier. Yeah.
because you like play every hand is the same stack depth, and there is no ICM. There is no like you play against the same people all the time, so it's easier. In MTTs, it's
Yeah.
impossible. It's probably even impossible to create a bot
Right.
who plays
Perfectly.
perfect
Yeah.
And for a human being, it's like crazy. Like try to play with a solver. One hand, you can study that hand, I don't know, week,
Yeah.
and you still suck it.
Yes.
Because you need to raise 50% of the time. And this 50%, if you play against different people, maybe you don't need to raise because this would be exploitable. And this, I mean, it's crazy. It's never gonna happen. Poker will always it will improve probably if you play, as I said, high stakes. It will be more difficult, but even now it's difficult.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how it was 10 years ago. It was easier because nobody knew how to play it.
Right.
There were no solvers. They were just reading that how was that guy old Doyle Brunson's book and Phil Hellman's book, and these were solvers. And because solvers, how long ago they appeared? Like probably max 10 years ago,
Yeah.
even not
Maximum.
that much.
If that.
So yeah, but
And even if it would be possible for online players, because I think the average skill level of online players is higher than live, then you still could join just playing live. I did this for the first time in my life 2 days ago. So I was in a casino here in Germany,
mm,
and so awfully bad.
yeah, we came back from Malta, my friends. We've
Right.
we've been in Battle of Malta. It's $555 buy-in tournament,
Yeah.
and I've never seen.
Right. Unbelievable.
I've never seen things they are doing. Winnie, can't wait to meet you in a couple of weeks. Yeah, that was me and my friend played there. We lost, but this is the thing. So crazy.
Yeah.
When I play $10 online tournaments, these things doesn't happen.
Yeah.
The last tournament I played, it was $300 tournament. Structure was similar to GG's, kind of shallow. Most
Right.
like once you get into the money, 20 big blinds deep. And I think I was one of the chip leads on the table. And it was like probably 15 people to money. And online ICM is means more. I
Yeah.
mean live
Right.
because you play one tournament, it takes a long time. So at that time, we've been already playing like for 6 hours. And the guy, I was on a small blind, and the guy on my right was on a button, was maybe a bit bigger stack than me. So he opened, and I three bet with the king queen off as a bluff. And no, I was on a button probably. It's not a big difference, but so I three bet, and that guy called, and the initial raiser folded, and the flop was king and two numbers, like two clubs.
Mhm.
That guy checked. I bet small. I know that guy called as well, so it was three
Okay.
way.
Three-way.
So they checked. I bet small, and that guy jammed. That guy folded, and I was thinking, what the fuck? It was king deuce, king deuce jack, I think, or king deuce 10 maybe. Yeah,
Okay.
and two clubs. So I was thinking, okay, you don't have deuces because you fold them pre-flop,
Yeah.
and it's kind of one of my best kings. You don't have ace king, and I called. Guess what he showed? 3-5 of clubs.
3-5 club.
Yeah, flush draw. 3-5
Right.
of clubs.
Okay. But he called a 3-bet with 3-5 of
No,
clubs.
he checked. He called
He
three
checked.
bets
Okay.
multi-way.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and he checked jammed
Yeah.
with a flush draw on a, like not a bubble but close to the bubble,
Mhm.
and everyone was like, "What the fuck?" This is I played thousands of tournaments, never seen this thing
Okay.
online, and like stuff like that. It was many times you like see people calling from the bottom like 6-4 off,
Yeah.
and any or like limp five
Yeah.
people, especially at the beginning. At the beginning, they play everything, and they tighten their asses because they don't have so many chips anymore. If they have a lot of chips, don't try to isolate them as a bluff, or even I don't know. It's just they're not gonna fold.
Yes.
It's just no chance. And then when it gets more seriously, then they fold everything. And this is like super soft. So it's crazy. Live poker is crazy, and it's not $50 tournament, it's $500
Okay.
tournament, which is decent money
Yeah.
already. But for them, and most of them were Italians, so a lot of
Okay.
Italians in Malta. But it was an amazing experience. Was the first big tournament. So for you, you don't play live as well. You just said 2 days ago.
I started 2 days ago, and I was so hyped, and I'm still so hyped. So I will do this on a regular basis
Yeah,
from next week on. I will go two times a week
but
to
you
play.
have like options here in Germany
Yeah,
to play live also.
here in Bad Dürkheim, it's probably just 3 or 4 kilometers from here.
Oh,
There is a casino also,
oh, really?
but probably they don't offer poker. Yeah,
Okay.
and yeah, because it's a very nice experience. The people, they really just want to have fun. There have been
Yeah,
people I played a 2-4 game. That's the lowest stake you can play there, and when guys and ladies are throwing away 2K, 3K like nothing. So
probably cash is even more crazy because people come like enjoy some drinks
yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
and
the
they
same.
really do this. They really do this.
It's the same as playing like roulette, but you play against
Yes,
other
yes,
people and you just
yes,
have some
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
And for them, if again, when people say like poker is gambling and stuff, I always compare it to casino. You're a casino, I'm a casino.
Yeah,
Just in a casino, when you come in roulette, you have like roulette has like 3% edge against the player
all
because
right.
of mathematics,
Yeah,
because of odds and stuff. So when a bad player plays against you in long term, you have like
zero.
99%.
Yes,
He has pretty much zero.
yeah,
It all depends how many hands you're gonna
yeah. Right.
play, but if you play infinity, he has zero
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 equity.
odds. That's how I explained to like my mom and all
Mm-hmm.
other
Yeah,
people, to understand because for them it's super difficult to
yeah. To
understand.
understand what it
Like, what
is.
the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Being a casino. How do you feel about politics? Uh, this is not related, but I don't know.
I'm not really interested in politics, especially since the pandemic, because I don't watch any news.
All
I
right.
don't read any news. Of course, you get some information because other people are talking about this,
Mhm.
but I'm not into this news and politics stuff. I just live my life, and things probably happen, and you can't do anything about this.
Yeah, pretty
So,
much.
but you get worried, you get fear, and you start doing silly stuff, and you don't feel comfortable the whole day. So don't do this. So
Have you always been in your life like that? More like how to say it in English, like free. Because the thing you're gonna do, like traveling,
yeah,
was it like always in your life that
no.
if you or you've been in this 8 to 5 thing, like
Yeah,
going this line.
not really, to be honest, because I started dancing when I was 16, and then I was dancing professionally, and that's a special thing because I started to study at a university, but dancing was always the main thing I was doing, and
Mm.
this is not a normal life. And
I
then
mean,
I,
but it's more normal than playing poker.
that's right, yeah, yeah. And
More
then I
how to say conventional,
conventional, yeah, yeah.
more or less.
Yeah. And then I was working as a dancing teacher, and dancing teacher isn't a normal profession for the most people because you have different working times. You are doing things that are more fun than working in an office, something like this. Um, then I had my own dancing school. I had discotheque,
Mm.
so I was always doing different stuff, probably for the most people. Yeah, but this really getting crazy and leaving all things behind and just traveling the world. This is really new. So I was never in camping. I was never in this kind of making holidays. Never in my life. So
Mm.
this is really totally different.
Yeah, but this is amazing. Yeah, regarding politics, I think when you say Germany, everyone would like to know how is gas now in Germany.
Yeah. I don't know what happens. So I started to shower only with cold water
This is very
in
good.
June. In June, yeah. But from the first second to the last second, so I don't use any warm water at home.
I did this for half a year, I think, like
Yes.
last year.
Okay.
It's amazing thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's getting really difficult now when it's getting cold outside. So I'm a little bit struggling with this, but I will do this.
We used to go to swim outside when it was
All right. Okay.
the coldest. Water was like 5 degrees, and it was 0 degrees outside. Probably.
Oh. Okay. Okay. You know, Wim Hof.
That's why we're doing
Yeah.
it. I'm doing Wim
Yeah.
Hof. I mean, not during. Well, I need to come back because this awesome thing like
Yeah.
breathing
Yeah.
and
Right.
then
Yeah.
taking a
Yeah.
shower. This is probably. I try to find a way because to meditate and
Yeah.
things. So Wim Hof is like kind of cheating, you know.
Okay.
It's fast forward.
Okay.
It's like you do it once and you're already good at it
Yeah.
because it's very easy. If you do other kind of meditations, you need to really work on
Yes.
this. You need
Yeah.
to practice and
Right.
you need to get good at this.
Mhm.
If you do Wim Hof, those 5 sets
Yeah.
of breathing, fifth set, you are
Yeah.
somewhere far away.
You really. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
such a nice thing. So yeah, everyone, if you want meditate, Google Wim Hof. This is an old guy who broke like 30 world records. He went to Everest and stuff like that. He's a crazy old guy from Netherlands. Would be nice to go to Netherlands and meet him, but probably he don't have time. General, move it closer to the microphone. You can hardly hear. Oh, sorry
Oh,
about
okay.
that.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Oh, yeah. Let's go to the next question then. How do you like your steak? Steak?
Ah, probably he means steaks and not eating.
Okay, let's go. Hairy or not hairy? This I don't know. This is crazy. What are the downsides of being a winner?
There are none downsides of being a winner, except probably one. You're getting a little bit too confident what you're doing, and you probably get more lazy regarding studying and doing nothing because it's winning. That's the downside of being a winner, probably, if you're not
Yeah,
having
it
the right
happens.
mindset. Yeah.
In poker, it happens. Yeah, when you even especially if your mindset is not, if you're not working on your mindset, sometimes it used to happen to me when I like started again. And you play, you win, or you hit the big thing on a tournament, and then you think, okay, yeah, now I'm good.
Yeah.
Now I'm good. I can beat everyone. And then you go and play fucking high stakes, and the end is always the same.
Yes.
So yeah, if your mindset is not good enough, yeah, then being a winner might make you a loser, and it definitely will if you don't stuck to bankroll management. That's why bankroll management is needed, and etc. Yeah. This is a good question, actually.
Yeah.
Very like silly, but good. Hello, Master. Which is the best strategy to follow, GTO or exploit?
You mean both?
Standard question.
Yes. Yeah.
No one, 99% are not following any of those. I mean, like people, when they ask those questions, it shows that they have no clue what they're asking about. It's pretty much the same. Because which GTO or exploit, come on, man. Probably none of us are good on either of those.
Right.
So, yeah, this time I'm going to play exploitatively.
Yeah.
I just play whatever is in my head. I know something, but it's just far away from knowing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Some pieces, and what it's like, what it is GTO and it is exploitative. It's like, it's difficult things to make a difference between those. I mean, what is exploitative? You have stats about him, or kind of GTO very well, and then you go a bit to one side or another side of GTO. It's not like that.
Oh.
I mean, you need to be really good to I now play GTO, or I now play exploitative, and you can pretend if somebody asks you that question and say, okay, exploitative is better, it means that fuck nothing.
Yeah.
It's just Do you prefer live or online poker? Yeah, he played live once. So which one do you prefer?
Probably online, but yeah, I mean, I've seen such funny things 2 days ago, so I'm really looking forward to playing more and more live. Uh, I mean, it's a kind of a thing because of the bankroll, but I mean, I can't play with 20 stacks on 2-4, so this would mean 8K. So I don't have a live poker bankroll for 8K. But so I will be very, very cautious doing this. Yeah, but it's really having fun for 6 to 8 hours, and yeah,
Yeah, for us, probably because we are streamers, so online will always be more
yeah,
profitable because we get money for streaming and we
right,
get money for playing, and probably still online is more profitable because you can play more than one table. So you can play 6, 8, 10, which online is live is
live is not
impossible.
possible.
But because we just came back from Malta, I can say that live poker is amazing experience.
Yes,
It's like it's so nice. It's as a it's nice thing that as a poker players we can even have a hobby, our job as a hobby.
yeah,
For example, online poker sometimes becomes kind of, you get tired. You stay in front of the monitor a long time and you sit, your back gets, fucked and so on. And then you can go and play poker again, but just live, and it's totally different.
yes,
You go there, you can even have like a beer or anything. You can chat with people. You can find new friends. I found like few friends over there. I found a guy from Israel by playing, and now I have his phone. And I said, once I go to London, I'm gonna meet him. And
yeah,
I met Lithuanians as well, and it's that vibe there. Cash probably it's different, but when you go to like event like Battle of Malta,
mhm,
one flight was more than 1,000 people. So the
okay,
venue is massive. It's
yeah,
like 100 tables. Those chips like clink, 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 clink,
okay,
everyone.
yeah, okay,
And it's that kind of vibe,
yeah,
everyone. It's like any sports event where you go and meet people who think, similarly like you, but
hmm
then you meet different kind of people who just come for fun and stuff, and it's just amazing. We said like we'll go whenever we can
hmm
go. So if
So
yeah,
have you been to Vegas?
I've been in Vegas like 14 years ago,
Okay,
but back then I just started playing poker.
yeah,
I
okay,
wasn't that good. I tried to play some, I think, cash, but lost like in 5 minutes everything.
okay,
I played sit and go because I wasn't a good player then.
yeah,
I was, knew few things, but if you like a hand, you're playing. If you
yeah,
don't, if you don't like, you don't play. You don't know what that 3-bet means. I thought that the 3-bet means, but when people are betting 3 chips,
that's another story.
you know, that old terminology. You
Right.
didn't know that. I only, found out all those terminology, what donk is, what
Mhm.
c-bet is, once I, joined the poker school, and
Yeah.
then they explained me everything. Back then, you read the book, there's 3-bet. Who's 3-bet? Wow, what the fuck is 3-bet? What is that out of position? And position? Jeez. So yeah, Vegas was nice, but Malta was the first time we've been in a big event,
Okay.
because Battle of Malta is probably $500, probably the biggest event, probably if not in the world, in Europe.
Okay.
Because all other tournaments they are more expensive, like EPTs and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that, where a lot of people come. So this is one of the big. I think there is one big in UK, but it's probably like
Okay.
£100, and it's 1 million guarantee. That one was 1 million guarantee. They reached 2 million.
hmm
Yeah, so yeah, prize pool
Okay.
was 2 million. So it's amazing. But Vegas is amazing as well. It was such a good experience. I was in a university back then, so we went to America to work and travel.
Yeah.
There used to be that thing. So we lived there for like 3 months. We worked there. I was in Ohio, Cleveland, and then we just traveled around the USA. So we went to Vegas as well.
Mhm.
But Vegas is crazy, but hot,
Mhm.
extremely hot.
Okay.
It's like 45 degrees. But all that atmosphere there is so many casinos. You can play slots everywhere. Even when you like go to airports and for your flights, you
Yeah.
can still lose money because there are slot machines
Okay.
everywhere. Yeah, everywhere. Like probably even in McDonald's and
Okay.
everywhere they put those everywhere. Is it possible to achieve a high level of professionalism if you start playing poker already at a mature age, for example, in your 40s?
Yeah.
I mean, this is an example.
For sure. Short answer first. I think there's in principle no difference. There are some ups and downs when you're getting older. Probably you're more settled in your life, and this
Mm.
helps to have a proper bankroll management or a better how to say a better settled mindset for the game. Downswings could be you are getting a little bit slower in your head, and you are probably not willing to let's say grind for 12 or 15 hours because you have some other stuffs going around in your
Mm.
life. But for sure, it's possible. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely it's possible. There are no limits, basically.
No.
If you don't have, like, illness or
Yeah.
which kind of affect your thinking
Yeah.
process, or probably it's even better to start. But how many people start 40s? It's difficult. As a side thing, probably you can start and then kind of shift.
But I think very few people are doing this because when you are having your normal conventional life up to your 40s, you don't you don't get into gambling anymore. So probably you should have some kind of connection to this in your earlier ages, and then probably you start when you are 40 again to do this. But normally, if you never have played poker until you are 40, you probably will never do this.
Mm, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And I mean, what would be a reaction of people around
Yes.
you? Okay, I quit, and that's. But everything is, as I said. If you set those barriers, then. But if you don't set, but to become a profitable player, it's not that difficult at all.
No.
And what do you mean by that professionalism? It depends as well. To make, like, I don't know, $1,000 a month from poker, it's not that difficult. Go start playing spin and goes or whatever, even cash, and any game probably, but probably spin and goes is the easiest way because I played those. I know. If you want to make $1,000, go to a guy who is willing to teach you, and in 3 months you'll be winning money.
Yeah.
They will give you charts, pre-flop charts, 25 big blinds deep,
Yes.
and
Very easy.
it's not that difficult.
Yeah.
But you still need to put effort. It's not like you will come and. But if you study, there are guys probably who have never even played poker. They started playing, and sometimes it's even better to start from a blank page. Like if you have the one thing is very important in poker is to have someone who will train you, or to have that information which is there, because there is so much information in poker, in internet about poker, especially nowadays,
Yeah.
that you can get lost.
Yeah.
You will start reading there, and then you will join one course, and you try playing, and you see that it's not going that well. It might be variance, but you say, okay, this course is pretty bad. Then I jump to other course, and then it's fucked. If you start from a blank page and you have a community or a coach, which is, who knows how to do it, so it will be better for him to teach you, because you won't have leaks.
Yes.
Because everyone has their leaks, everyone has their own way of seeing things. Like if the guy sees a flop and he donks for some reason, this is a leak which is difficult to explain him not to do.
Yeah.
And everyone has those, because for some reason you think that way. But if you've never played poker, you'll be just a blank page, and they will make it might be even better. Most of the time it will be better. It will be easier to learn from like zero? Okay. Why this is the same question? Can you compare poker that we are playing nowadays and the game that was 10 years ago when this game was something new for most of the people in the world? Is it any difference on how the game was changing through years? Wish you guys a great podcast today. Me personally, I cannot because I don't remember. I wasn't playing seriously.
Yeah, and me personally, I cannot too, because 10 years ago, I was just playing poker for 6 years, but I was not doing this seriously.
Mhm.
So I can't compare anything because I'm totally approaching this game 100% differently now.
Yeah.
This started 2 or 3 years ago, so I can't really compare.
Yeah. Another thing in poker, if you don't understand the game, you cannot compare anything.
Yeah.
Because you don't know the right way to play. So how can you know that others play bad?
Yeah.
Now, if we play, for example, when I went to Malta, I see that people doing crazy things and I understand it straight away because they shouldn't do that. If I went there like 10 years ago, I don't know, maybe I would do the same.
Probably.
maybe I would copy him and do the same shit, because maybe I would kind of think that maybe he's a good player and okay, if he does, I need to do that, but it's difficult.
Yeah.
If we were like 10 good players 10 years ago, then we could compare. But now it's like,
yeah,
we were bad players.
We are not long enough into the game to give an answer.
We are, but back then we were just the same as others. What is your best poker memory?
Best poker memory is my one and only MTT winning.
No, really, what was it?
It's Austrian. It's what's the site called? BWin? Yeah, BWin probably. It's
BWin.
Like party poker.
Oh yeah, party poker. It's the same, yeah.
And I got a ticket for a $22 tournament, and there have been roughly 1.5K participants, and I managed to win this for 1.3K.
Oh, nice.
After 9 or 10 hours of playing, and it was really completely shocked that I'm able to do this. This was one of the best memories I have.
Yeah, but that's why MTTs are so nice, because you can, make a final table. That excitement, and that's why I shifted from spin and goes, because this is work, and this is work as well. But sometimes you get that emotional thing, like getting to final table, shipping tournament, Among the poker players, for your opinion, of which country do you think have a more aggressive game, and which are the most aggressive? I mean, Brazil,
yes,
Eastern countries, Russia, Ukrainians, Montenegro, Eastern countries, probably East Europe, Brazil. Brazil, definitely, they are crazy.
Yeah,
and
cash game also.
And good players are aggressive. Just they are aggressive in good spots. You need to be aggressive. If you're not aggressive in poker, you're not going to be successful. But you need to, be good aggressive or not crazy aggressive. If you're crazy aggressive, you're fucked. Maybe not everywhere. Probably like lower stakes, even if you're crazy aggressive, probably you will be okay.
Yeah.
But not like jamming every hand, but, barrel. It should work, because there are people who are crushing the game and they have no clue. They like see bet 100% of the time. They delay bet 100% of the time, and they're still fine, because people like in total, most people are nits. They're not aggressive enough. They are overfolding every time, all the time. They are overfolding. They are under 3-betting, and so it's like more people, like more of a calling stations or whatever. I don't know. After shipping a tourney, are you excited and eager to play right away the next day, or do you prefer to take a few days? So Kifla, he's a cash game player, but he kept that one and he was really excited.
Yes, but I made a break after this tourney, and I think probably I've played not more than 10 MTTs in my life. So
Really?
yes,
Why is it so?
because of the time. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
but
of,
if you go, for example, somewhere and play live, just a vacation, no?
yeah, probably I will do this because I will start to play live, and there are some MTTs 1 or 2 times a week, and but I'm not sure if I want to invest 100 and 200 euros for the buy-in. So because I'm a bankroll nit and I have no live poker bankroll, and so I think I will not do this probably. And it takes so much time, and I'm not used to play in different stack sizes, so it's a totally different game for me.
Yeah, it would be difficult. And I excited and eager to play right away. For me, it used to be like if you win, maybe you want to play again. But it's like when you win, bro, it's not like you want to play again. But if you lose, this is this is a different story, If you have a bad session, next day you think, "Fuck, I need to play again." Especially it used to be like that. Now it's different because, as I said, like when you are streaming and playing this, like if you have a losing session, it doesn't affect you that much
Yeah.
because you know that you made money from streaming, and if you're only playing, then you kind of oh, shit need to go and get it back. Ask him okay how he felt knowing that you would visit him and how many hours he dedicates to study of poker. How would
Ask him how he
how
felt knowing that you would visit him. Ah, okay.
normal probably.
I think you wrote me 3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah, I contacted everyone.
Yes. And I was really excited because I never heard anything about this. And then I was searching you on Twitch, and then I said, okay, that's a nice, interesting journey you are doing. And I'm really looking forward to be part of this podcast journey. And yeah, it's fun. How many hours he dedicates to the study of poker?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm streaming roughly 25 hours a week, and I normally start with a warm up on stream. So this will probably last 30 minutes to 1 hour maximum.
With the GT Wizard.
Yes.
Okay.
And sometimes reviewing some hands and some training with the GTO bot. So let's say 5 hours a week. That's it.
Okay. Are you streaming with a delay or without?
Yeah, 3 minutes.
I would ask if you play with any help software when you play online, and in your opinion, who is the best poker player in the world? Help software is like tracker.
If you play with any help software when you play online, I mean the only help software you are allowed to use is a tracker.
Which one?
That's what I'm using.
Which one?
Tracker.
Poker tracker.
Yeah. I used Hold'em Manager. I was going for hand to node, but Poker Tracker is the easiest way for me. And
yeah, for MTT there is a Shark Scope as well, which is
yes.
legal. And,
yeah. So that's it.
Yeah, there is like Jurogin, but
yeah.
okay.
For
tables.
Okay. These assistant software tools. Yeah.
And who is the best poker player in the world? He's here.
Here it is.
One day.
I think we can't say this because it's a different format. I mean, I personally admire Phil Ivey because of his aura when playing, and getting stared by him would be a nice experience. But if he's the best poker player, I don't know.
Yeah, it's very difficult to say who is the best because what is the result, and you don't even know how profitable they are.
Yeah.
I mean, you can check how much money they won, but you will never know how much money they lost.
Right.
Some of them can be even broke.
Yeah.
It's like poker world is a bit sometimes it's a shady,
Yes.
and there are people who are staked, and there are many things included in that. So it's very difficult. And 1 year one is better, and just it's not like other kind of sport. What book do you use of land poker? Have you ever read any books about poker? I used to read, but as I said, I never finished.
Yeah.
I know. What support software do you use? I think that was answered. What is your biggest score online and live poker?
1.3K in MTT online, and live poker. My first session, I won $250.
Uh, what about online? What was the most winning session? How many? Like,
5 stacks on 15L, so 250.
oh,
Yeah,
but
that's it.
you never have like long sessions. Like,
No.
you only have like 4 or 5
Yes.
hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's it. We got 15 more minutes to play heads up. So thanks a lot. That was a pleasure.
Yes,
The time just ran quickly. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
really.
1 hour 20. It was very nice talking to you, and best of luck in your future plans.
Yeah.
I'm kind of jealous,
Thank you.
and probably if we are lucky enough, we will do the same. And
Okay.
we hope when we are 53, we will do the same. If we get lucky, we can do it earlier. But this is amazing. I mean, this is at the same time a bit crazy.
Yeah.
At the same time, amazing.
Yeah.
So best of luck to you, my friends.
Thank you.
Yeah.